It happened in the first year of the exodus of the children of Israel out of Egypt, in the 3rd month, on the 16th day of the month, that Elohim spoke to Moses, saying, Come up to me on the mountain, which I have written, that you may teach them. Moses went up into the mountain of Elohim, and the glory of Yah rested on Mount Sinai. And a cloud overshadowed it 6 days. He called to Moses on the 7th day, out of the middle of the cloud. And the appearance of the glory of Yah was like a flame on the top of the mountain. Moses was on the mountain 40 days and 40 nights. And Elohim taught him the earlier and the later history of the division of all the days of the law, and of the testimony. He said, Open your heart to every word which I shall speak to you on this mountain, and write them in a book in order that their generations may see how I have not forsaken them. For all the evil which they have committed when they transgressed the covenant, which I established between me and you for their generations this day on Mount Sinai, it will come to pass when all these things come on them, that they will recognize that I am more righteous than they in all their judgments, and in all their actions, and they will recognize that I have truly been with them. Write all these words for yourself which I speak to you today, for I know their rebellion and their stubbornness, before I brought them into the land of which I swore to their fathers, to Abraham and to Isaac and to Jacob, saying, Unto your offspring will I give a land flowing with milk and honey. They will eat and be satisfied, and they will turn to strange deities, to deities that cannot deliver them from any of their tribulation. And this witness shall be heard for a witness against them. They will forget all my commandments, even all that I command them, and they will walk in the ways of the Gentiles, and after their uncleanness, and after their shame, and will serve their deities. And these will prove to them an offense and a tribulation and an sickness and a trap. Many will perish, and they will be taken captive, and will fall into the hands of the enemy, because they have forsaken my laws and my commandments, and the festivals of my covenant, and my Sabbaths, and my pure place which I have made pure for myself in their presence, and my tabernacle, and my sank, which I have made pure for myself in the midst of the land, that I should set my name on it, that it should reside there. They will make themselves high places and places of worship, and graven images. Each will worship graven images of his own making. Thus they will go astray. They will sacrifice their children to demons, and to all errors their hearts can work. I will send witnesses to them that I may testify against them. But they will not hear. They will kill the witnesses. They will persecute those who seek the law. And they will abolish and change everything in the law so as to work evil before my eyes. I will hide my face from them. I will deliver them into the hand of the Gentiles. They will be captured like prey for their eating. I will remove them from the land. I will scatter them among the Gentiles, and they will forget my law and all my commandments, and all my judgments. They will go astray regarding the observance of new months, and Sabbaths, and festivals, and Jubilees, and laws. After this they will turn to me from among the Gentiles, with all their heart, and with all their soul, and with all their strength. And I will gather them from among all the Gentiles. And they will seek me. I shall be found by them when they seek me with all their heart and with all their soul. I will allow them to see abounding peace with righteousness. I will remove them, the plant of uprightness, with all my heart and with all my soul. And they shall be for a blessing and not for a curse, and they shall be the head and not the tail. I will build my sanctuary among them, and I will dwell with them. And I will be their Elohim, and they shall be my people in truth and righteousness. I will not forsake them nor fail them, for I am Yah their Elohim. Moses fell on his face and prayed and said, O Master my Elohim, do not forsake your people and your inheritance, so that they should wander in the error of their hearts, and do not deliver them into the hands of their enemies, the Gentiles, so that they should rule over them and cause them to sin. Let your mercy, O Master, be lifted up on your people, and create in them an upright spirit. And let not the spirit of Belial rule over them to accuse them before you, and to ensnare them from all the paths of righteousness, so that they may perish from before your face. But they are your people and your inheritance, which you have delivered with your great power from the hands of the Egyptians. Create in them a clean heart and a pure spirit, and let them not be ensnared in their sins from now on until eternity. Yah said to Moses, I know their contrariness and their thoughts and their stubbornness, and they will not be obedient until they confess their own sin and the sin of their fathers. After this they will turn to me in all uprightness, and with all their heart and with all their soul, and I will circumcise the foreskin of their heart and the foreskin of the heart of their offspring. And I will create in them a pure spirit, and I will cleanse them so that they shall not turn away from me, from that day to eternity, and their souls will cling to me and to all my commandments. And they will fulfill my commandments, and I will be their father, and they shall be my children. They all shall be called children of the living Elohim. And every messenger and every spirit shall know, yes, they shall know that these are my children, and that I am their father in uprightness and righteousness, and that I love them. Write down for yourself all these words, which I say to you on this mountain, from the first to the last, which shall come to pass in all the divisions of the days in the law and in the testimony, and in the weeks and the jubilees to eternity, until I descend and dwell with them throughout eternity. He said to the messenger of the presence of Yah, Write for Moses from the beginning of creation until my sanctuary has been built among them. For all eternity, Yah will appear to the eyes of all, and all shall know that I am the Elohim of Israel and the father of all the children of Jacob, and king on Mount Zion for all eternity, and Zion and Jerusalem shall be pure. The messenger of the presence of Yah, who went before the camp of Israel, took the tables of the divisions of the years, written from the time of the creation, concerning the law and the testimony of the weeks of the Jubilees, according to the individual years, according to the numbering of all the Jubilees, from the day of the new creation when the heavens and the earth shall be renewed, and all their creation according to the powers of the heaven, and according to all the creation of the earth, until the sanctuary of Yah shall be made in Jerusalem on Mount Zion, and all the stars be renewed for healing, peace, and blessing for all the elect of Israel, and that this is the way it may be from that day and to all the days of the earth.